Get in trouble, John L. You need to firmly say, please stop. And if the person continues, you need to say in your mind, this is not worth it. And I'll tell you why. About 100%, I would say 99%, 100% of the problems that I have when students get sent to my office, or they are benched, or anything like that, when they have a problem with a peer, it always starts with one person saying, we were just playing. We were just playing. I have 2 people sent to my office, you need to sit up straight. This is the 3rd time I've asked this. 2 people sent to my office, they walk in. They put their hands on each other, or there's a problem, there's an argument. And I turn and say, what happened? If one person gives me this story, I turn to the other person gives me this story. And inevitably, one of the people says, we were just playing. I'm telling you right now that I hate the phrase, we were just playing. I hate it. Because if you're in my office, it means we weren't playing. It means that somebody didn't agree to the game. Somebody didn't understand what game was being played. I'm going to show you an example of what I mean. Can I have a volunteer, please? Let's see. Harry, come here. Harry, you and I are going to play a game. Okay? It's not Uno, but we're going to use Uno cards for this game, okay? So here, we're going to play. Here you go. Here's a card for you, and I take 2 cards for me, and a card for you, and I take 2 cards for me, and a card for you, and 2 cards for me. Okay? Wait, 1 more card for you, and 2 more cards for me. Okay, so now how many cards do you have, Kyrie? 4. You have 4? Okay, I have 8 cards. Okay, now we're going to play the game. All right, look at your cards. Okay, all right, go ahead. Your turn. Go ahead, play the game. Oh, I totally win. Okay, cool. All right, my turn again. Oh, I win again. How many cards do you have? Oh, you only have 2? I have 10. Okay, oh, wait a second. You're supposed to give me that blue one. Thank you. All right, now, oh, wait, do you only have 1 left? Oops, that one goes to me too. I win. I won the game. Do you want to play again, Kyrie? Why not? Why? How do you know I cheated? Wait a second. I played a game. I told you it was a game that we were going to play, but we're just using Uno cards. It's not Uno. What do you mean I cheated? I never told you the rules, did I, Kyrie? No. Kyrie might have been playing a game in his mind, and I was playing a game in my mind. But we were playing 2 different games. And I never told him the rules to my game. Thank you, Kyrie. You can have a seat. I never told him the rules to my game. We never agreed on the rules. I gave him 4 cards, and I took 8. And then we started playing, and I never told him why I won each round. I just took the cards. I never told Kyrie the rules to my game. And so games that you play must have rules that everybody understands. Games that you play must have rules that everyone understands. Games that you play must have rules that everyone understands. We're going to say it one more time. Games that you play must have rules that everybody understands. And the worst game that I've ever seen people try to play is joning. There are no rules to joning. There are no rules to joning. I go up to somebody and I start talking about their family, or I start talking about their mother, I start talking about their home, or I start talking about their braids. There's no rules to joning. All of a sudden, I just start to play. And just like Kyrie didn't understand what was going on, most of the time in joning, the other person doesn't understand either. And so then what they do is they say, okay, well, I'm going to create my own game, and I'm going to joan back with my rules of joning. And what happens in joning? You all know What happens when one person starts to joan, the other person starts to joan back, this person's playing by their rules, this person's playing by their rules? What inevitably happens, we all know. Yes, ma'am?
What happens is that it might turn into a fight and then it causes conflict.
Exactly. We all know that when two people start to joan and they don't agree on the rules, somebody's feelings get hurt. And then the rules change and somebody wants to fight the other person. I have a rule. My rule is that we don't joan. Because then this won't happen. When people joan, everybody loses. So we just don't joan. We just don't joan. We also don't play fight. We also don't play fight. Miss Lowry, would you please show me, like the two of us, maybe this is a game that you might play at your old school. And what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Fight!
What's going to happen?
Somebody might go and say, why did you push me?
Like, you get so excited that, like, my arms go up and then I want to fight. Like, even just right now, running around, the adrenaline is going and I get really excited.
And Miss Lowry, you bumped into the wall, right?
Yeah.
So that hurt your elbow?
A little bit, and I got upset.
Right. And also she's going to turn back at me and she's going to blame me for chasing her. And her reaction is going to be a what? A fight. And so we do not, I need eyes. We don't play fight here. We don't play tag. We don't chase. We don't playfully touch. We don't playfully hit. We don't talk about fighting. We don't make threats like, I'm going to steal you. Or give me that pencil or I'll steal you. Oh, you're annoying me so much, I'm going to slap you. We don't do that here because it turns into a real fight. And if you look at the bottom of my screen, real fighting equals expulsion. Real fighting equals expulsion.
I don't think this table goes over here.
Real fighting equals expulsion. Everybody, real fighting equals expulsion. Yes, Ms. Peters.
I had a good question over here. Does expulsion mean expelled? And it does.
Yes.
So I want to make sure everyone understands.
Expelled means that I sit down with you and your parent in my office, I look across the table and I say, you are not allowed to come back to this school ever. You are not allowed to ever come back to this school. And so we have talked about joning. We have talked about playing games that don't have rules. We have talked about chasing each other. We have talked about touching. We have talked about accepting feedback. And it all leads up to this. Do not put your hands on anyone at this school or I will ask you to leave it. And it makes me sad because every single one of you should go to college. And if you have to leave this school, you will not have as much of a chance to do that. And I know this morning, Eyes on Me has been